Hello, all wonderful people. Hope you're all doing great in the quarantine time. So, there is one category of people who are extremely good at English. They can speak, they can write, they are very well articulate. And there is one another category who really don't care about speaking in English. They're happy with their mother tongue. It is fair enough, good. There is one third category of people who are extremely confident with few people but also gets very nervous with certain other people. I mean, this is a very painful stage because your ego kind of hits you to go to a spoken English class because you've been speaking in English for decades now. But this same person can also not get into this extreme good English speaking category. So today's video is for them. It's for you. Number one, master the listening. Of course, we listen when we watch movies, when somebody is talking, but this exercise is little different. Take a clip of 60 seconds when a non-English speaker is speaking in English. For example, a Chinese speaking in English or a Japanese speaking in English. Pick that 60 seconds clip, listen to the audio and write what they are talking about. It's like writing their subtitles. Initially, it is going to be difficult because their English is so different. It has its own accent, own way of expressing. All that is fine, but try writing it. It's a difficult exercise. You will know only when you are doing it because most of the times, brain is kind of bridging the gaps and then telling you a logical reasoning behind why somebody is saying that. But now you have to write it. So, which means that you have to deeply understand the whole stanza. This will train your brain to listen to any type of English, which will also make you understand any type of English, which is important to speak in very good English. Try this. Think in English and meet an English friend. So, in one of the TED Talk, I saw somebody learned 8 languages in 3 months just by speaking to the native speakers. It's a great idea. How about you go figure out one person on Facebook groups and ask for a help and make them your friend and talk to them in English and also think in English when you're talking to them because it's a beautiful exercise. Most of us don't really pick it. Even when you're talking to someone, you are thinking in your native language. It could be Hindi, Telugu or Tamil and translating it or processing it and then conveying it to them in English, which is losing a lot of resolution, losing a lot of charm and losing a lot of words while processing. Which is wrong. It's not going to work out. It's not going to be a scalable method. You will never improve your English. If let's say your English in a scale of 10, it's in 4 or 5, it is going to live in 4 or 5 for so many years if you don't start thinking in English. So pick an English friend and start thinking in English. This can improve your English so long. You might think, why would someone help me? Make it as an exchange. I mean, teach them Telugu or Tamil, the language you know, or teach them something else on your professional front. Have an agreement, you will definitely get a friend. Number 3 is vocabulary basket. So the problem behind why we keep repeating certain words and not saying anything about that, like actually, kind of, people keep repeating it. You know why it happens? The vocabulary basket that we have is very small. The more it grows, you can communicate with people so well, you can articulate, you can express your whole feeling, what you want to communicate very, very well. So to improve that, there is something called word of a day. And I'm very sure all of us tried it. But for how many people it worked? Actually none. Because we kind of learn a new word, read that word, and we forget. We think we need to use it somewhere, but we forget. None of them really use it on an everyday basis. That's because we don't use it on a sentence. These words are kind of little difficult, and these are like not something that you can use it on everyday basis as well. But pick some words by yourself from books, from hoardings that you read, from anywhere you see some new word, and try to use them on your everyday conversation. If somebody is looking beautiful, don't tell them you look beautiful. Pick some difficult word. You look out of the world. It's not necessarily a difficult word, but I think you will remember these words instead of picking something very, very difficult. Have you ever wondered, no matter what I do, been so many years I've been speaking English, I'm not able to go above a certain level because the basics are not very strong with us. Like in my case, my English teacher taught me Shakespeare's Hamlet in Tamil. So in these cases where the basics are not very strong, you can make it stronger. Like reading or listening to something above your standard. Otherwise you can't improve. If you keep reading books on your standard, keep watching movies on your standard with subtitles, you can't really improve after a point. So watch literature movies, read literature books, read something that's above your standard where it was written by a British author. So this way you can climb up the step and understand why it is said in certain ways. It keeps your basics pretty strong. If you think your grammar is pretty weak, this can also improve your grammar. So the next suggestion is a book. There are quite a lot of books talks about communication, English, spoken English and all that. But there is very common, the book that you easily see under the subway, Word Power Made Easy. It has some 400 plus exercise, I believe. But if you spend some time and do this for 1 year, I bet you that your English will improve like never before. Like never before. I bet you. Because this book is such a gold. Like even today, it is recommended as one of the important book when it comes to spoken English, when it comes to improving your communication. So try this book. Number 7, last but very important, is having an English routine. I call it as an English routine because it needs at least 1 hour of your day just dedicated for this. You don't have to be doing this for all your life. You just have to do it for 6 months to 1 year. If you do it, you're done and dusted. Your subconscious mind will understand and keep improving it from there. But you must have a routine. If you pick exercises from Word Power Made Easy, you have to dedicate 10 to 15 minutes. And if you got your English friend, again you have to dedicate some 30 minutes. So have your routine. I'm not asking you to do all these 6 steps. It's not even possible. You can pick 2 or 3 which works for you and do that religiously for 6 months to 1 year and then see the kind of impact that you make on yourself. It is also a very good investment on yourself. You might be wondering, in some of the videos I spoke about if your English is not very good and if people think your English is bad, don't worry about it. Yes, I did. If you feel you are very good at what you do and your English is enough, and if you think you are getting enough respect and value from people, I think you can just be whatever you want. But if you want to improve yourself in a particular language, because it's a language, it's a skill which is nice, where you can communicate so well, which is also important to a lot of us. So if you think you want to improve, try 2 or 3 exercises of this and I'm sure your life is going to be changed. With that said, I'm also going to be coming up with more and more videos. I'm making these videos based on what you have asked me to do. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share, because a lot of us struggle with this problem, and see you all very soon.